is falling over Dolphin Island Sea Lab on our Eastern Shore Toyota cam. You can see the waves crashing against the seawall there, the flag blowing in the breeze, of course, at half staff today for the 9/11 memorial. As far as temperatures go, 82 degrees by 3 p.m. Grand Hotel Point clear. The bay is certainly churned up already on our GMC cam. We're also seeing breezy conditions there. And then finally, Pensacola Beach on our Generator Guys cam. We've got red flags flying, and we'll hear about the conditions at Pensacola Beach in just a few minutes. 82 degrees by 3 p.m. Of course, we're continuing to track Francine as it's nearing the Louisiana coastline, set to make landfall later on this afternoon and evening, and that's when our impacts will start to pick up as well. We'll talk about each of those coming up. News 5 starts right now.
Straight ahead, all eyes on the Gulf as Hurricane Francine gets closer to landfall. We are live across the Gulf Coast, following the impacts we're seeing locally.
Local coverage you can count on. You're watching WKRG News 5 at noon.
Hello everyone, thanks for joining us today for WKRG News 5 at noon. I'm Devin Walsh. All eyes are on the Gulf as Hurricane Francine prepares to make landfall along the Louisiana coast. Let's take a live look now at our roadways in New Orleans, courtesy of the state's DOT cameras. You can see that rain coming down. The storm is expected to hit either as a low Category 2 or stronger Category 1. Let's check in with meteorologist Caroline Carithers, who is following Francine's track and what this means for us locally.
So we are not looking at a direct hit from a hurricane, which is good news. However, we're close enough to feel some of those effects here. So we've got winds at 90 miles per hour in Francine right now. It hasn't really changed intensity too much in the past several hours here. Here is the latest track from the National Hurricane Center, expected to make landfall likely sometime late this afternoon into the early evening hours. And as Devin was saying, likely going to be a strong Category 1 or a low-end Category 2. Impact-wise, doesn't really make too much of a difference there. As we move our way through the rest of the week, this will move northward, weakening very quickly, dumping lots of rain across parts of the deep south. As far as the alerts that we have in place, I'm going to run through these and then we'll talk more about impacts later on in News 5 at noon. But we have tropical storm warnings in place for Mississippi counties, Mobile and Baldwin counties as well. This means that tropical storm force wind gusts are expected in those areas. So we are talking about winds 39 miles per hour or greater, mainly this evening and overnight. We do have some coastal flood alerts as well, a warning for Mobile and Baldwin counties, an advisory for Northwest Florida. That just means that some coastal flooding is possible with those onshore winds. We also have a high surf warning in place for 7 to 10 foot breaking waves in the surf zone. So all of these alerts are in place. We also have a flood watch in place as well. So we have a lot of alerts going on, but most of our impacts will be late this afternoon into the evening. But we are starting to see some things turn up, especially the water. And meteorologist Grant Skinner is on the Causeway now. Grant, what are you seeing there? Are we seeing any sort of waves crashing over just yet?
Yeah, not just yet, Caroline, but as we go throughout the next several hours, I think that will change, especially into early tomorrow morning. That's what's going to be a concern. Once we hit around 1 a.m. and all the way through the middle of the morning, that's going to be a big concern for areas like the Causeway and other low-lying areas. So I'll show you outside the weather beast right now. The water is, of course, choppier than normal, but otherwise things are quieter here, just some sprinkles. But do be mindful of this. We have a coastal flood warning from 1 a.m. to 1 p.m., but it's not for any time today. This is for tomorrow, and that's mainly because as we head closer to high tide tomorrow morning, it's going to be a big concern for some of these low-lying areas. So by low-lying areas, I'm talking about US 90, US 98 along the Causeway in the both lanes to areas all the way as far as west as Battleship Park, then all the way along the I-10 interchange area, and as far east as Mayor Park as well. You could see areas like that flooded in some areas. Also, areas like east of Water Street in downtown Mobile, we could see some of those areas flood as well. And also along Dolphin Island Parkway, closer to the areas like Dog River. Also, again, 3 Mile Creek. All of those areas where we typically see coastal flooding, they're going to be concerned, especially as we head into tomorrow. Now, for now, throughout the rest of this evening, we're going to have some stronger wind gusts into around 6, 7 o'clock this evening, and then very strong wind gusts later on tonight and into early tomorrow. So if you can avoid traveling, especially on these very busy roadways like the Causeway, Bayway, until, again, get that done earlier in the afternoon today, please do, because later this evening conditions will deteriorate. Reporting live from the Causeway, I'm meteorologist Grant Skinner, WKRG News 5.
Thank you, Grant. We have crews stationed across the Gulf Coast as Francine turns closer to our coastline. Our reporters are stationed in Biloxi, Dolphin Island, Gulf Shores, and Escambia County, Florida. WKRG News 5 Chad Petrie continues our team coverage as he keeps an eye on conditions in Biloxi. Chad?
Well, Devin, we have had really a lack of rain for the last couple of hours to now a really consistent amount of rain here along the Mississippi coast. But one other thing I wanted to show you is just how calm still that the Mississippi Sound is out there. Really, the surf is good for right now, and really no storm surge to speak of at this moment. This is the time where a lot of people are still getting ready. Let me show you some video from earlier this morning. People were going to about a half dozen sites around Biloxi, building their own sandbags. One of the big questions that a lot of homeowners have is whether or not they see higher ground or how much flood protection they might need in these situations. They were bringing their own shovels, their own bags, and putting together their own sandbags just to have the preparations ready. Today was the last day that the city was offering this service. Different mounds of sand at different spots around Biloxi. Now again, this is going to be something where it's a lot of wait and see to see how much impact this is going to have to the area. Another thing we should know, talking about the surf here, one of the bonuses for this part of the coast is that it is protected by a barrier island. But when you're on a barrier island, the situation is a lot different. We want to go now a little bit to Alabama right now, to Dolphin Island, where News 5's Catherine Brook is. Catherine, what are the conditions looking like on Dolphin Island right now?
Yeah, it's pretty similar to what you're experiencing over there, Chad. So it just started to pick up raining around 10:30 a.m. today, and it's just starting to come on down, and the winds have been pretty consistent throughout all the morning. And here on the shoreline, you can see the rocks just hitting against the waves. And now there's the high surf warning from 8 that started at 7 a.m. today until 7 p.m. tomorrow, with waves of 7 to 10 feet. So be careful, especially with the flood warning out there. We were at the west end of Dolphin Island earlier today, where it was a couple inches of water, and that was early in the morning. So you want to make sure you are driving safe and you're driving careful. Right now we're off on the Causeway. So the Causeway is staying pretty clear. They haven't cleared, or there hasn't been any warning here yet. So drivers, just still pay attention. But Debbie Williams is over there right now in the Gulf Shores. But so Debbie, how's it looking like over there?
So we are under double red flags here along the beaches of Alabama. We're going to take a live look at the surf right now, and that's where you can really tell that there has been some kind of tropical something out there in the Gulf. Yesterday we were out here 1 to 2 foot seas. Now they're breaking at 3 to 5 foot. A strong risk of rip currents, and that's because of that double red flag. That's what it's warning everybody of. High tide this morning around 2 o'clock. Low tide will be at 2 o'clock this afternoon, or around 2 o'clock, and that's when you're really going to start to see the surf build. Not a lot of people out on the beaches today. We have had a steady rain throughout the day, throughout the morning. We're getting a slight break right now. All of that expected to change. We have a tropical storm warning for Baldwin County beaches. We also have a storm surge warning, although everything seems to be holding right now pretty well. So some of those low-lying areas that typically flood during these type of events, they're high and dry as of the moment. We'll have to wait and see what that looks like after Hurricane Francine makes landfall later today. Let's go over to Pensacola, and Alexa Daly is over there on Pensacola Beach. What are things looking like over there, Alexa?
Yeah, Debbie, well, things are pretty calm right now on Pensacola Beach. We're seeing some light rain off and on and some wind, but that could change. Red flags are flying over Pensacola Beach, and you can already see that high surf kicking up in the Gulf. However, a few people are still out strolling on Pensacola Beach this afternoon. Northwest Florida could see some flooding later. We're under a coastal flood advisory, so be careful if you're traveling. Right now, things are still calm as we prepare for any indirect impacts from Francine. Live on Pensacola Beach, Alexa Daly, WKRG News 5.
Thanks, Alexa. And download our free WKRG weather app to keep up with Francine and future storms. You can also find more information on our website, WKRG.com.
Well, here's the current look at the radar picture of Hurricane Francine. You can see at center of circulation here offshore, and it is likely going to make landfall sometime late this afternoon and evening along the southeast Louisiana coastline. Now, as far as our local impacts go, that's when we'll start to see our impacts really start to heat up. That will be in the late afternoon, evening hours. We're talking rough surf, rain, as well as gusty winds and the low end chance for a few tornadoes. We'll break down those details and what you can expect coming up.